Combining like terms. Here, I drew apples and grapes, okay, with my amazing drawing skill, okay? All right, so if my friend Joe has 3 apples and another friend Caleb has 2 grapes. So Joe and Caleb together have 3 apples and 2 grapes, right? 3 apples and 2 grapes. Well, obviously, right? But if my friend Joe has 3 apples and another friend Caleb has 2 apples, that's equal to what? Total 5 apples. Do you see the difference here? When they both had apples, I added number 3 plus 2 and said they have total 5 apples. But when they had apples and grapes, I couldn't add the number. I still had to say 3 apples and 2 grapes instead of saying 5 apple apes or something like that, right? And I couldn't be creative like that. Why is that? That is because apples and grapes are 2 different things, 2 different kinds of fruit. That you cannot combine apples and grapes because they are different. On the other hand, apples and apples, you actually can combine because they're both apples, right? Then say 5 apples. Combining like terms works exactly the same way. If we have number 3 and 2, we know we can combine it to say 5, right? Obviously. But if we have 3x plus 2, what is that equal to? Well, we cannot do anything. We still have to do 3x plus 2. Why? Because the number 2 and this x right here are 2 different things, just like apples and grapes. You cannot combine them. Or if we have, say, 3x plus 2y is also just equal to 3x plus 2y. Why? Because x and y, they are 2 different things that you cannot combine. Okay, does it make sense? So you can only combine the like terms. But on the other hand, let's say you have 3x plus 2x. We have x and x. They are the same kind, right? They are like terms. They are same kind. They're both x. So then answer is equal to 5x. Just like how 3 apples and 2 apples together, you get 5 apples. 3x plus 2x is equal to 5x. You can combine it, okay? But what about this? What about this? If you have 3x plus 2x squared, can you combine them? We have x, we have x. Can you combine them? Well, quick and short answer is no. No. And this is just equal to 3x plus 2x squared. Now, why can you not combine it? Because you see this little exponent. And if you don't see any exponent, there's a hidden number 1 there. Because exponents are different. Okay. To explain this, we can actually go into a little bit more detail. But for now, when you have different exponents, you cannot combine it. Okay. So let's take a look at an example. Okay. We have 2x squared plus 3x plus 7 plus x squared plus 4x plus 5. Now, what are the like terms here? First, let's look at 2x squared, and I see x squared there. So they're both x squared. So you can combine them. 2 apples plus 1 apple, 3 apples, right? Just like so, 2x squared plus x squared is equal to 3x squared. Next, I see 3x and 4x, right? Again, we can combine it because they're both x. So we get 3 plus 4 is 7x. Oh, nice. And lastly, we have 7 and we have a 5. So 7 plus 5, they're both numbers. So you already know 7 plus 5 is equal to 12. So this is your final answer after combining the like terms. One thing to notice is this. Let's say you have 3 plus x minus 7. Now, I see this kind of mistake all the time. Most of you already know that x, there's no like term, so you have to write x. And then we have a 3 and negative 7. But I've seen a lot of mistakes saying 3 plus 10. Why? Because you combine 3 and 7 together. But you have to look. There is this negative sign right there. When you have a negative sign, you cannot just add them. You actually have to do, using commutative property, x plus 3 minus 7, right? And 3 minus 7 is not 10. That's actually equal to negative 4. So this is actually equal to x minus 4, not this. Okay? So look what kind of sign there is, and then do the operation correctly using the sign. Okay? That's it.